Hi, this is Chris Bayaki with Resolute Philanthropy, and today I want to talk a little bit about fundraising planning. Many of us have been asked to create a fundraising plan or work off of a fundraising plan, and many of us have had the experience that the plan that was created doesn't necessarily serve us down the line. Usually that's because there's things we weren't expecting to happen. I had a really great fundraising plan that was going to guide me through the first half of the year 2020. That stopped working right about March when COVID hit and we had to change all of our plans. So, the object, of course, isn't to build a perfect plan. The object is to build a flexible plan. One way we can do that is by making sure we're getting input, the right kind of input, when we're building the plan. I have had plans handed to me that came from maybe a board or a leadership team and given to me to execute. And those plans are usually pretty difficult to work with, or they can be difficult to work with because they don't take into account the lived experience of the people who are actually doing the work. So if you're building a fundraising plan and you look around your table and your fundraisers aren't at the table, there's a sign that you want to stop, readjust, and get those people to connect with you and talk about what this plan should look like and what it should measure and how it should work. Another element of the plan that you want to make sure you've built in is opportunities to stop, reflect, and ask the question, is this still working? I often recommend to clients that we do that every quarter. Anything more than that, it gets um, a little too often, and any longer than that, you may have missed the boat. But once a quarter, sitting down and asking the question, is this plan still in a line with the reality that we're working in? These days, your answer might be no, and you might need to recast part or some of that plan. It's important to know that's a feature of the plan. It's not a problem. If you realize you're going down the wrong direction because external circumstances have changed in a way that you didn't anticipate, it's not a sign of weakness to say, well, we better switch gears. In fact, you're doing a disservice to your mission and to your community if you just hold on tightly to whatever plan you've got, even if it's no longer really relevant or really applicable to what's going on. Those quarterly check-ins obviously are opportunities for feedback, and you should be collecting feedback not only on how the plan is being enacted and how the plan is being measured, but what's your process of the plan. The actual process of building the plan can be incredibly important to your team's understanding of the plan, their acceptance of the plan, and their involvement in the plan. And if you're not open to feedback in all of those areas, then you're again setting yourself up for a challenge. Fundraising planning isn't easy, but it is important to do because we need to have a way to prioritize the work we're doing. And I think that's frankly the secret sauce and the most important aspect of a strategic plan. It's about prioritization. It's about giving us something that we can use to evaluate new opportunities that come our way or new opportunities that come to the organization. You can align those things with the plan and ask the question, will this new opportunity get me closer to the vision outlined in the plan? If it's a yes, then let's adopt it. Let's move on. If it's a no, well, maybe that needs to be put on the sidelines for the time being. If you'd like to talk about fundraising planning, and I know you do, I would love to talk about fundraising planning with you. My job is to help organizations kind of align and accelerate their fundraising operations so they can raise more money, they can connect with more donors, and they can do more good both for and with the communities they serve. So if you're looking at your fundraising plan and you've got a big question mark over your head, or if you have no fundraising plan and you're not sure where to start, drop me a message. I'd love to talk and figure out a way that we can get your plan on its feet, serving you and serving your mission. That's all for now. Keep up the good work. Have a great day. Bye bye.